Okay, what's going on? Haven't talked to you guys in a while. It's been like a month and a half since my last YouTube video, and that's insane. Considering that this is like my main focus, damn bro. I mean, not really. Not really. My main focus is something else, it's like corporate stuff, but making videos, I haven't stopped making videos, that's the thing. I just haven't edited and posted it. It was actually my birthday yesterday. I went over to my parents' house, so the house that I grew up in and stuff. Damn, spent like the whole day there. It was a massive catch up. It was awesome seeing my family again. I haven't seen them in ages. And then today, it's a beautiful day. We got pork rib on the menu, as well as like a massive rump steak right here. So I'll chuck the coals on. And all you guys got to do is kick back and relax. And yeah, I'll probably just be talking rubbish. It won't be so much the recipe video, but it's just like a nice catch up between me and you. I made a pulled pork rub. I said rib as well, just because pretty much I had this massive pork shoulder. It was like the size of my head. It was like huge. I'll chuck a photo up so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. When I unboxed it, that shit was like rotten. Like within 2 minutes, all like the smell just hit me in the face, and it was like, nah, that shit is like, I'm not keen on food poisoning. That must have been like a day before my birthday or something, so I was real lucky. But yeah, anyway, so the pork shoulder was like 5.5 kgs, right? And so I made all this rub for it, and so I couldn't fucking use it. An aspect of my content that I do on like Instagram, TikTok and stuff, where I get people to, I teach people how to make like real easy meals to help sustain themselves. But in all honesty, like I'm so over that. There's just not much else that I can give of myself to that. And you know, I think it's like more like, oh, why not? You're doing such a good thing helping people. And I always get so many messages, like a ridiculous amount of messages, about how much that's helped people and this and that, this and that. Just being straight up, like I just feel trapped. And I felt trapped for like a long ass time. Because it's not, I fell out of love for it like so long ago. And then if you're working in a creative space or you're just creative, like a proper creative, not like a corporate creative, then, you know, everything is, it's so much more like risky, because you need to have your passion intact in order to attract opportunities. And then if you're just running on fumes, or if you're like self-sacrificing, or, you know, trying to help people too much, you're just not gonna be maximizing yourself. Anyway, here's my ribs. Have a look at that. It's gonna go on the coals. Look at smoking that up deliciously. I will make these videos a little bit longer, So Antonio said, oh, I typically watch like videos that are like 20 to 30 minutes or something like that. Just about random shit. I don't know. I just whatever my mind goes to, and like people having conversations and stuff, I just find that interesting. And it's like, well, it makes me ask the question to myself, oh, why am I trying to, you know, make, what's it like, the most algorithmically based content possible, blah, 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 when I don't even like that myself. Because I've gone through my YouTube, and there's heaps of strong recipe-based videos, which is cool. I think those are hardcore, like they will live forever. Hey, that motherfucker got a fish. This duck, what was it, geese? No, shag. He looked like he got a fish. Bro, he 100% has a fish. He's like over there, in the middle of the screen, right there. You got a fish. Over here on this beach, I never see fish. I see heaps of people fishing, but it's too sandy. Like, it's just so sandy. So yeah, been living here 3 years now. Just came up to the 3-year anniversary of living here. I think New Zealand finds itself in a real trippy place. I say trippy, but it's like a very weak position in the market. And it's not only the market, it's... What else is it called? Work. Is it work? No, market, yeah. Yeah, well, it's just market position, right? Like America's like throwing the weight around. I'm not gonna say anything, you know? Oh, actually, why not? Why not? Had one of the biggest bloody market manipulations, probably the biggest actually, insider trading. So if you're old and you got Kiwi Saver and stuff, check your Kiwi Saver, see how much it's gone down by. You know, I've lost thousands. There's other people that out there that have lost tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands. All for the gain of a select few. So it's up to you if you like that or not. I mean, it's like, I say that, but it's like, do we actually have a choice? Number one, smell it. Super beefy, super fatty, super delicious. Like, look at that. Rump steak, massive fat cap. 1 year ago yesterday, me and Antonio came back from Japan. And the year of 2024 was the year of extreme challenge, eh? Like, I don't know, it was definitely like a, what's the word for it, like a contrast? You know, on one hand, me and Antonio had one of the best experiences of our lives. But on the other hand, we come back and it's just like, there's like nothing going on too. It's just like drama and shit. Too much bullshit. We got rump steak and beef tallow. Oh, that's so delicious. So when you're grilling steak, even gas, you oil up your steak and it's like the flames from the gas create flavor, right? Oh, the tallow's like thickening up too. I don't know, because the bloody steak's cold. What was I even saying? I can't remember what I was saying. And I need more fucking tallow. I'm trying to figure out like what to say that I'm not like spilling too much. But it's like, I don't really care about spilling too much, but it's like, bro. Yeah, I'm not like a gossip person, but I'll share my truth. Did I work with him? It's like, nah. Like if you're in the space of content creation and shit, just don't. I'm feeling kind of conflicted whether or not I should share this. But pretty much drama happened, and the people that were supposed to help me with my job and stuff, they were like managing the, what do they even do? That's the thing, like what do they even do? They were essentially like a middleman. They were my middleman, right? And so they control a lot of communications. They hated the fact that I went to Japan. After that, they put me on a soft blacklist. For what reason? I don't know. I don't fucking know. Either fucking control or like whatever. But along with that, the whole fucking industry was dead. So I'm just salting the fucking beef, right? Very generously. You know what? I talked to my sister yesterday, and that was good because I haven't really talked to her in ages. And when I was talking to her, previously, like the person that I am, I don't spend a lot of time in my emotions, so I never really saw like the value and the importance of that. And so whenever highly emotionally charged topics come up, it made me realize that, you know, just because I don't really value my own like emotions and stuff like that, or even processing them, that's not the same for everyone else. And I think I had to learn the hard way how much people let their emotions dictate what they do. Like, it's insane. So for the last year, that's what I've learned. That's what I've learned. Like, people sabotage. You know, I got fucking sabotaged so much last year. It was ridiculous. I don't know. It's just so fragile. People are fragile. People are weak. Majority of the thing is emotion. When I tap into my passion, I can communicate my passion and hit out something that's emotionally charged that connects people, or people can connect to it. But my baseline thinking is just not that. It's very logical. And so I thought I could just, you know, like focus on work, and then, you know, everything's all good. However, that's not the case, because when people get bored, they get like finicky, panicky, especially if they're worried about this, that, and the other in the media. And I'm just throwing this in the bin. Man, I don't care about that. I don't care about it. I don't want to care about it. So they left me with not only not wanting to care, but I don't know, not getting dragged into like the same bullshit that people find themselves in. And you may think, oh, that's great. Yeah, it's great when I know what I know now. So I don't have a middleman anymore. I'm truly like working by myself as a contractor. I'm very happy about that. And it's just one of those things where it's like, I think about it now, I'm like, oh, I really didn't want to go through this situation, but I needed to go through the situation to find out all of this. So in my industry, there is, it's such a dirty industry, eh? Because it's real dirty because it's so narcissistic that the information isn't well known and it's hidden. There's too many fucking gatekeepers that gatekeep for a reason, because knowledge is money. So I had to go through everything that I had to go through to be able to reverse engineer the ecosystem to then eventually put myself in a strong position to where I can dominate by myself. Because since I'm not signed to a middleman, another middleman can, or they talk bad about my name. So the reputation, my reputation's like bad. Even though I haven't, the only thing I've done is stand up for myself, right? So, like I've seen it happen in like another piece of work in like January. There was like a dusty as thing that happened with that. I had to say, you know, like fuck off, or like, you know, go away. Don't I like go away? I don't want to deal with you. Like, okay, once I understand like people are emotionally fragile, they don't know how to regulate themselves. They let their emotions dictate their actions. And then you come across someone who's like secure, focused, drama-free, but doesn't tolerate disrespect, then it's just like not really that much of a good combo. And I say a good combo because it's a good combo because they look to do this instead of like this, or even come correct, which is like this. This is me, by the way, this one. So, like, it almost makes me think, like, what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? What everyone does in the industry, this is why I say I'm not a fucking influencer, is they let this happen and they get bullied. Every single fucking one of them, they get bullied. They either take less money, they get fucked around with contracts, they don't read their own contract, so they illiterate, and they don't care, do they? And it also depends how you market yourself. So if you're a threat, so I'm a threat because I don't tolerate, you know, disrespect. So I'm a threat in the space. Good. No, good. Because with me being able to reverse engineer the ecosystem of the industry that I'm in, I'm not going to leave the industry. I've got 20 plus campaigns under my belt. So I'm a veteran. If I was to just leave the industry, that's leaving X amount of money. I'm not going to be leaving that money. I'm taking that money because I've spent the last 4 years learning this industry, And I'm not going to let bloody Sally or Gary that come from generational wealth and with their little bullshit go dee and make content like this. Yes, I'm going to put this up because it's so embarrassing. And oh, that's so bad, yeah, it is bad. It is bad. Everyone's over you. Everyone's over you. You know, all this labels, all this, I get labeled. I don't care. I'm very aware of the color of my skin. I'm aware of like what I do. I'm aware of like, how I look. I'm in the public eye. I've been in the public eye for the last 4 years. And there's a reason why people in the public eye are bullseyes, you know, to people that people that don't like the way they look, don't like the way they act. Opinions. That has to come with compensation, and it does come with compensation in the form of finance. So maximize it. I've maximized it. I don't care what you think. If you want to watch and chirp and say, don't say this, or this is wrong, that's wrong, shut the hell up. You make the video then. But guess what? You can't, because you like everyone else. Okay, this is exactly what I'm saying. If you're a part of or anything else, a middleman or a business or a company, and you have a role, or creative or whatever, so you have like a participating role, at any point in time, you just go run around and hide behind like the business. So you're like, you get into like controversy or something, and then you go run and hide, and then you evaporate. You know, that's why you get a salary or a week or hourly wage. There's no opportunity for that. I'm always mad, 24/7. So at any point in time, I get in a controversy, I either have to stand up for myself or take accountability if I'm wrong, or deal with it in a other way. And it's always about how can I strategically position myself. Whereas if you're a part of like company X, dumb company, and then you make a mistake, you just, oh, that's my job, oh, blah, 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 oh, this, then, I'm hands off now. If Matt goes hands off, Matt doesn't get paid. Matt doesn't, Matt sinks. So Matt can't be hands off. And that's the difference. That's the difference. Where all these other people, what do you do for a job? I don't engage in conversation like that. I don't. Because it's just dumb. It's not dumb. People are attached like this to what they do. Their entire existence is attached to that. But they don't have like the true responsibility after you clock out. There will always be people, so that's my thinking. There will always be conflict as long as I do this, because people can't control themselves. They always need to do this, always. And it depends what type of person you are, because being in a space where everything, for example me, is on my shoulders, I can't go cry to the boss, I need a pay rise, or I make a mistake in front of public, I'm hiding now behind my computer, please, I still get paid, no, it's me, myself. I have to look in the mirror all the time. And if I don't look in the mirror and then I die, I'm cooked. I'm absolutely cooked. This is the type of responsibility that no one wants. Because when you're actually like a business owner, a proper business owner, because there's a lot of fakes out there that I've recently understood. So many bloody fakes. You have to do it. You have to do it. Responsibility, accountability. And being in an active state. So I'm not only a consultant. I don't only offer consultations. I shift markets and market perception. I'm an active participator with an audience. I need to always be aligned with my passion, aligned with my vision, aligned with my goals. I know I've used the word Kiwi in titles in my videos before as well, but it's a commercialized name. That kind of culture is one that's rooted in making yourself small, especially as a person of color. I'm not gonna make myself small. Bro, shut the hell up. I'm not gonna make myself small. I'm gonna talk about whatever I want. And then the moment I do, you would not believe the amount of messages that I get from people just throwing their opinion in my face. I'm talking like 50 plus messages. Oh, don't do this, it rocks the boat. Good. If I'm not rocking the boat, I'm not doing my job. That's fine. And then I get, just don't read it. And it's like, yeah, I don't read it. But it's like you can't bloody escape it. Like you need, in order to delete it, you need to read it. You need to be aware. So this is what I do on the weekend. It's typically Saturday, but whenever there's like a beautiful day, I love getting big pieces of meat and then just cooking it up. So another comment that I got on my videos was, I used to do a challenge, $20 feed a family of 4. It went nuclear, absolutely ballistically viral. And then recently I've been getting into big pieces of meat, smoking briskets and stuff. Comment, from feeding a family of 4 to $20 to cooking up a piece of meat that costs gas for the week. And it's like, you are a clown. This rump steak, if we give nothing away, which we don't, I always give food away. This rump steak will feed us for like 3-4 days. At least 4 out of 7 days. This costs 30 bucks. This costs like 15 bucks. This will feed us for 2 days. So we've got seven days worth of protein, worth of meat, right there. That's 45 bucks. And people just don't buy like that. People don't think like that because, I don't know. You can make your own decisions. I'm not looking to speak for them. Just from what I know, it's just not common knowledge. It's just not. The brisket that I smoked was like 80 bucks. That fed us for over a week. So we had brisket on rice, probably like 2 days. I had at least 4 different soups of it. We had sandwiches or wraps. That was like another 3 days. That's like 10 days already from that one brisket. You're definitely getting raw, unfiltered mate. I just don't think I truly understood how desperate people can get, And it's not just about like affording food and stuff. It's about keeping up with their perception that they want to make other people feel like they... What's it called? Keeping up with their perception. I think that's just it. Keeping up with their perception. I don't understand it. Like 1,000%. Like I understand it 100%, but not 1,000%, because I just don't care about how people perceive me. However they want to perceive me is their business. But I think that comes under like people's emotions too. There has to be an emotional thing. They got to be seen, for example, as someone that's so successful, or a saint, or someone that's so generous, or this, that, or the other. Just think about it. And then the moment that mask comes in contact with, a conflicting idea, or if the mask starts to slip, they cook. They become desperate. Absolutely beyond desperate. I've seen it firsthand within the last year. And I can say, for example, in the work or my work or anything like that, if people I caught sabotaging, they don't like getting caught sabotaging, so they will like, it depends. Do they take accountability or do they double down, triple down? Obviously, in my situation, they just fucking double down, triple down. All right, you're standing on business. Find out more information, find out the information, find out they're sabotaging so hard to the next extent. And then it's like, well, you as a person have to then decide, okay, am I going to trust this person again? Is there like a relationship with this person? Or do you cut your losses and, move forward? And that's the whole thing. That's where a lot of good-willed people get lost.
because they constantly make the decision to not see the person for who they truly are. And the person that done you wrong will try and use fear, obligation, and guilt to make you confused about the situation. So lower your own like knowledge, your own intuition, your own gut thinking to make you think otherwise. But then in doing that, not only do you then betray yourself and not trust yourself, you're also giving benefit of the doubt to someone that done you wrong. So whenever you have benefit of the doubt, my mother gave me one of the biggest gems that I'll ever receive in my life. Whenever you're looking to give people the benefit of the doubt, just remember, you're giving the other person benefit and then you're giving yourself doubt. I'll tell you what, I've used that advice a lot within the last year, because it just related to so many different situations that I was dealing with. I'll tell you what, every single time that came up and then I just, didn't give them the benefit of the doubt, there was a very nasty reaction after that. Not one that's like, like, for example, what would it be? Not like, oh, okay, no, you're right, blah, 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 I feel so bad for myself. It's like, no. They victimize themselves and they triple down. And then they either ostracize you or get rid of you. You see their true self, okay. They know that you see their true selves. And then they triple down and not kick you out, but like they try either make your life hell, sabotage you, do anything under the sun. And it just makes you think like, oh, for sakes. Like, I know you're not getting some money like that, but then that's where generational wealth comes in. Because if you don't have generational wealth and you don't have a safety net, you're not going to be doing this outrageous behaviors. That's fucking whatever, eh? Hopefully you understood that, because I know my mind does like jump around. It does like jump around to different places. So if you do, you do. If you don't, you don't. It smells like ocean. It's a typical change here, because typically it smells like sewage. Good. I think it's going to be one of those videos where I don't eat the food afterwards. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll give it a little taste test at the end. There we go. Now we wait like 10 minutes until that catches. Put the other grill on. Put the meat on. And then we just chill. Chill and eat it. We got our ribs and steak. The grill, I overloaded the charcoal. It got to like 320 Celsius. So I just had to wait for it to cool down. Got my manuka wood there. And move the grates. So we'll go ribs this side first on the grill. There's a huge rack, eh? And then we're gonna put the steak. Yeah, it should be fine. I don't want to wait too long, so just chuck it on. Wood smoking. Chuck that there. Pan. And then I'm not even going to bore you with the details of everything else, but I'll show you what it looks like afterwards. And then, yeah, I've had enough. Okay, so I've got tres leches as well that I've made for a birthday cake for myself. I was going to do a double-decker cake, but then I went to my rent's house yesterday, and so I took them one. And then have a look at that. That's the second one. That's a stacked fridge. That's wealth. And have a look at that. It smells like wood, that delicious manuka wood. So what I like to do, just take off the picanha. This is how we're looking. $30 rump. You tell me. Not sure what you think, but to me, that is so beautiful. Surely you can look. Oh my God. Mmm. That's so juicy. Yum. That's literally so addicting, eh? It really is one of those things where I can be real cliche and be like, if you haven't tried Manuka smoked steak, you're missing out. But bro, like, seriously? That is so addicting. Like, it just pings my brain. The Manuka smoke adds, it like mixes in with the rare juicy steak, and they just make love. The flavors are making love. Oh, yeah, look at that. That's a rack of ribs if I've seen one. This is the meat. Oh, it's still hot as, but tender as anything. Super delicious pork rib. Smells incredible. It's one of those things where you just can't buy it. Sweet, fatty, tasty. Oh, this rib has made me going back for more. I think I'm gonna just rip a piece. Can you see? No knife, no separation. No barbecue sauce. That's so juicy. Yum. And today has really flown by. I'm over the high fit stuff, eh? Sometimes, and it's just because like sometimes I go film, there's so many videos that you can see on my page. It literally takes a whole day to film and I'm just over that. Make life easy for myself. But what a beautiful view. I'm gonna leave you all right there. So like, share, comment, subscribe. Comment, send me messages if you like the style of content because I love making it. Enjoy the view, take care, have some barbecue. Catch you again.